Hello everyone, my name is Nikos, welcome to the channel. I've been able over the last year and a half to quit my 9 to 5 and sell on Amazon full time. And I've started selling private label products and I've been doing it for a year and a half, and it's finally catching fire. So what I'm going to be doing here today is showing you some of the filters that I do use in order to find and source products. So let's have a look what each thing means and what we after. Now, when it comes to filters, okay, you're looking at things that could potentially reduce that risk, because of course you're launching a new product, okay, you're creating potentially a brand new brand, and there is some risk involved. Of course there'll be risk involved, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to minimize that risk. You're trying to minimize it by making sure that you fit certain filters. So first of all, I've got here, okay, the weight and shipping size. So maybe if it's your first item, you don't want it to be maybe 7-10 kg. You don't want it to be as bulky as that. So potentially something that you could have as your filter is, could it be between let's say 4 pounds? Okay, so let's put apologies, this is me being a teacher, so yeah, I do have a board rubber somewhere. There we go. I could have used that, but no, I've used this. Anyways, so and then you've also got a shipping size. So you could use the profitability calculator within Helium 10 and put your sizes. So you get to decide, what do you want it to be? Do you want it to be envelope size? Do you want it to be within a small parcel? Of course, these will have different fulfillment fees. So that is something that you need to factor with yourselves when you're looking for it. So you're trying to make it as easy as possible. As mentioned, risk will be involved. What you're trying to do is with these filters, you're trying to minimize that risk. You're looking for demand. When it comes to demand, I use Helium 10 and I'm after a product that I'll put my keyword in, and after I've eliminated a few keywords with it, and say for example, my keyword for it is action figure. Of course, it's going to be longer and bigger. It's going to be a bigger revenue for the front page for action figure, but let's just say the keyword action figure. Maybe you had action figure, maybe you had play figure. Action figure, of course, will be the keyword that I want to look for, and I'm looking for a demand between 200k and 300k. Now, why would I not want to be launched an action figure as my first product? Well, there's already big players in that market. You've got Marvel, you've got Hasbro, you've got McFarlane Toys, XYZ. I don't want to compete with them. What I'm after an area, a nice area where there's enough demand but not enough supply. What you don't want to be doing is you don't want to be launching a product with you got 1 million or revenue on the front page, because of course it means the supply is quite big. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the sweet spot between 200 and 300k, because that means there's enough demand but potentially maybe not enough supply. Next thing we've got here is, what is your goal? What are you trying to do? You need to have a clear goal. What price do you want? Do you want 10 quid? Do you want 15? You want 20? You want 50? You want 25? How many times a month are you planning to sell this item? Are you doing it 100? Yeah, are you doing it 200 times a month? Do you want it 300? Let's say we're doing it 200, okay? So we'll do all of them 200. So automatically we've got a desired revenue of 2,000. We've got a desired revenue of 3,000. We've got a desired revenue of 4,000 per month and a desired revenue of 5,000 per month. So this revenue, desired revenue, which is one of your filters, is what you want to achieve. Okay, you need to know what you're trying to achieve. Of course, if you're actually launching a product that's 25 quid, that means you are buying potentially what, for 8 to 10 pounds. So 8 to 10 pounds, how many units? 500 units, let's say. Okay, so you've already spent 5,000 here just getting your product. So between 4,000 and 5,000 to launch your product. Your decision on how much to spend when launching a product varies massively in regards to what you want. What's your target price? Okay, what you're trying to do. Well, now, Nick, I've been selling for what, a year and a half. I'm VAT registered. Of course, I don't want to compete with people that are not VAT registered within the 10 to 15. I want to jump on a further pool. So hence as to why I've jumped between 20 and 25. And in fact, I've got items that are at 45 quid at the moment in time. Yeah, that's what I've done. I've created myself that a bit more freedom, because what I don't want is I don't want to compete with people I've got no VAT. The 20% difference, it makes a big difference. 16.8 or something like that. It'll come out between the VAT I can claim in regards to the VAT that I've paid when importing the goods. Now, so that's one thing. Okay, so you get to decide what to want to be your revenue. You get to decide what the price of the item is going to be. Next thing we've got is competition. Now, what you want is you want a nice little buffer, landing zone, whatever you want to call it, of let's say 5 different people that I've got the sales on the same as you want it. So let's say £200, 200 units per month. So if you've got 5 people that have got close to 200, so say this guy's got 250, this guy's got 120, he's got 150. What you don't want to be competing with a listing where you've got 20,000 per month, you've got this geezer here that's doing 10,000 per month, and we've got this guy's doing 50, 40, well, this guy's doing 5. That's what you don't want. What does this mean? How is this translated? Yeah, well, easily. How this translated? This translated to a massive brands on a listing. Example, action figures. This might be Marvel. Yeah, that's me, McFarlane Toys. Wow, how am I going to compete? What I'm going to create, Nikos Marcos in the garage. You get what I mean? That's what you're trying to do. And one of the easiest ways to make a mistake is not checking, is your item seasonal or not? Well, are you doing a product research for November and you're thinking, I'm going to get costumes for November? Are you doing your research around Easter and you're thinking chocolate is something I might go into? X, Y, Z. Please have a look at seasonality of your item. Have seasonality, because that can avoid major mistakes. Or if you're thinking, I'm going to place an order, the season is going to be in 2 months' time, because that's how long it's going to take for the item to arrive. Best case scenario, you've got the orders straight away, ready to get shipped. It's still going to take 2 months. Usually it's 15-20 days from payment for the items to be available. You've got options. You can say, I'm going to pay 30% now and 70% later. And then it's just a matter of waiting for your 2 months for the items to arrive. It feels like a lesson. I enjoy doing this. Okay, this is me now knowing how it works. Okay, starting to take nicely. I have just finished the month of April, and just for private label alone, we are at 2,200 quid profit for just private label. Of course, I still got my arbitrage on the side, so I think we finished to 3.5 altogether for April. What are 8 days work? Considering I've got the little one and YouTube and everything, so I'm very happy how this is growing nicely. If I can get this to 5k, if I can get the private label to 5k, and then I've got my arbitrage, which I'm doing it on basically on autopilot at 1.5, I'm going to do quite well. But yeah, these are my filters. This is what they means, the clear explanation of what each thing is. And potentially I'm also going to be doing a video on helium temp again this week. So if you stayed all the way and you watched the whole video, well done. It's to not avail to yourselves. You're going to have the opportunity to get 6 months free helium 10. All you got to do is make sure you leave a comment, subscribe, leave a comment and like, and as long as your comment's got the word helium 10, you will be entered into 6 months giveaway of helium 10. So yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, helium 10. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. We're nearly at 10,000 subscribers, which is mad. If you're interested on any other sourcing videos, I've got them there and there. Hopefully they're pointed the right way. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.